Hi everyone, it's Sherisse. Thank you for watching. Today's video is about having healthy self-esteem and great discipline. So let's get started. I would like to begin with discipline. Having discipline is like a muscle. It is something that you have to constantly practice so you can build that, so it can get stronger. I truly believe it's not something that comes to us easily. It comes to us when we really want something, that's for sure. I think most of us have discipline when we actually enjoy something, but the discipline really comes when we are not enjoying something, right? Like if you want to lose weight but you hate working out, you need a sense of discipline to really achieve the goals that you want to achieve. It's something that I struggle with in certain aspects in life. Discipline is a muscle too, so when you're using discipline for one large thing, sometimes the other little things might be a little faulty, right? But discipline is the ability of pushing yourself when it comes to your long-term goals, unlike your short-term goals. I love to use fitness a lot just because everyone in my life has always been on a fitness journey, including myself, where you work out, you reach a certain point and then you fall off. It just happened to me recently. I hit one of my first goals and I fell off and I gained 10 pounds. And I'm like, great, now I have to work out again to lose this freaking 10 pounds I lost in the first place. And it's something that you still have to work on. I'm still working on it. My own discipline comes from skincare, but I had really bad acne, cystic acne, all of this in my scalp, like so bad that I was so scared of leaving the house without makeup. And so when I was younger, I had to put like so much makeup on and I would cry because I would put the ointments that the doctors would give you and it would burn. And I went through a whole journey with my skincare to heal it to where it's at right now. But even with that, required a lot of discipline, a lot of pushing myself, a lot of studying, a lot of learning. And now I do not make mistakes. I could be drunk, stumbling into my apartment. I will make sure I take off my makeup and slab on some kind of, like wash my face and slab on some kind of moisturizer. Maybe I'm not doing an entire skincare routine, but I will always make sure that I am taking off my makeup because, again, my discipline is definitely my skincare just because of the horror that I went through. If you have any cystic or acne issues or skin issues, you might understand how much that can really mess you up mentally, especially when you live in a world where everybody's just pointing fingers and like, what's that on your face? Or what happened to you? Stupid ass shit that nobody should be saying, right? Now let's stick to a healthy self-esteem. Self-esteem is a sense of self-worth. It is validating yourself internally instead of seeking it externally, right? It is that sense of I am good enough, I am me. It is a foundation and it is something that you need if you want to live in today's world. Because when you have low self-esteem or lack good self-esteem, it is easy to manipulate your mind into doing things that you know are not right. Think of healthy validation as a sense of foundation. Think of validation as a strong foundation. Think of it as a home made by bricks where the wind is blowing and it cannot rock you. That is what self-esteem is. That no matter what, even if there is temptation and desire right in front of your face, if it doesn't align with who you are, you will have the internal capability to like throw that aside. It's easy to do things that go against who you are if you lack self-esteem. Now let me explain one thing about healthy self-esteem. Just because you think you're pretty, a bad bitch, a 10 does not mean you have good self-esteem, okay? Just because you think you are not pretty or not intelligent doesn't mean that you have bad self-esteem. Those things do not go hand in hand. You could look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm fine, I'm sexy, and it still doesn't mean that you validate yourself. It still doesn't mean that you have a sense of value, a sense of self-worth, that you're looking at the external thing. And this is something that I've learned throughout life. Like at one point I was like, I thought I was pretty, but how can I have low self-esteem? And I realized those things do not really go hand in hand. Your physical appearance has nothing to do with your sense of self-worth. All of that is within you. These are very two different things. Internally and externally are not one and the same. Self-esteem and self-discipline do go hand in hand if you want to have a happy life, internal joy, internal happiness, internal harmony, internal peace, if you want to achieve your goals. Because when you have a sense of good, strong discipline and you are reaching your goals, that actually ends up building your self-esteem, right? Because when you are sure of who you are and you keep doing what you want to do, what you said you're going to do, there is a sense of self-validation, which now brings a sense of self-worth. And when you have good self-esteem, it makes it much easier for you to have discipline to achieve the goals that you want. So working with both of them together will really put you at like your level up, your glow up, your, highest self. Unlike just having one or the other, you're kind of just like 50-50, right? You're kind of half there instead of being like the full circle. How can you build good discipline? The first tip I would give you is to be very clear about your goals. Really think about what you want. What is the end goal? Where are you now? And what are you doing to get to here? Don't look at this process, right? Not yet. Look here and then look here. And then set a few short-term goals to get there. My second tip would be to create a routine. Be also realistic with your timeline, where your life is, because let's say for me, for an example, I am a mother, to a toddler who has a lot of energy, and I have to be very realistic with what I'm able to do. Like, I can't go for a walk with my daughter every day. I can't get my 10,000 steps with my daughter every day. I have to either get those steps in at home or do half and half inside, half outside, things like that. Simply because a toddler stops every 5 seconds to look at a rock or dirt. So be realistic with your timeline, what you can handle as well. If you are just starting a new goal, let's say you want to write a book, but you don't have the mental capacity because you get overwhelmed, try doing it once a week, just for an hour, until you slowly build to 2, until you slowly build to 4, work your way up there, but be very realistic with what you can handle and your timeline. Do not compare yourself to others. And number 3 is where I am at right now, is eliminating your distractions. So as I'm filming this, I am off social media, okay? Right now, I took all of spring and up until September. Right now it's July. I'm filming this in July. I will not be posting this until probably September, but I'm filming this in July. And I needed to take a lot of time to eliminate my distractions and stop comparing myself and stop feeling bad about myself. And during this time, I have been working hard. I got a few certifications on some things I've been studying, and I am so proud of myself. So eliminating distractions, even if it's going out to party as less, going out less, or being around certain people less. Try to do your best to eliminate the things that are distracting you. What is that? What's distracting you besides your phone? But we all need our phone. So what can you do to distract yourself less? And my 4th tip for this would be to reward yourself, right? Whether it is a new experience, like saving up and taking yourself out to a fancy new restaurant, or going to a concert, or if you lost a certain weight, splurging on that one item that you've really been wanting. It takes time, but having a reward system will kind of be like treating yourself, right? Giving yourself gratitude, giving yourself a thank you. So definitely look for a lovely reward of what you want, depending on your goals, right? Now I want to talk about building